hope everyone's having an awesome Monday or, whatever day it is when you're watching this. Today, I am filming the November dividend portfolio review, guys. Let's get into it. I had hoped, and I guess I still hope, but I don't know if it's super likely. I had hoped the portfolio would be at 70,000 for this video, but we are not quite there. I designed this thumbnail. We're still probably going to use it regardless. But the current portfolio value, guys, is $67,930.80. We will get into that, guys. You can see here, since May 13th, 2024, the portfolio was at $55,618. In that same period, we are up $12,312 in the portfolio, guys. That represents a change of 22% and change. I will say, take this for what it is, and I could probably get the exact math. Not all of this is unrealized capital gains or dividends. This is taking, net new capital into account. So I'm not going to sit here and say my portfolio has returned, over 20% since the beginning of May, because that would not be, 100% accurate to say, guys. That, like I said, that represents capital I have invested as well as capital appreciation, guys. So this video will be coming out on Monday, October 28th. And like I said, we're going to go over the November outlook. My plan then for the November 4th video is to do kind of a biggest mistake type of video, a video where I go through some examples of different mistakes I've made in my wealth building journey. And I really want to get, I really want to be open and straightforward about, I did this, it was wrong, here was the outcome. I never want to get on here and act like I have not made mistakes as an investor, guys, because that is simply not the case. I do feel at the point I'm at right now, I have a pretty good understanding and grasp on my own personal risk tolerance and my own investing style. But it has been a journey. It has taken years to get to this point, probably 6 or 7 plus years of investing and, going through a lot of life changes during that same time period. So I'm just happy to document the journey, and we are going to continue to do that here on the channel, guys. Real fast before we get into the video, quick life update. I've been pretty busy working at my job. Today I do not have work, and I feel like I am, I want to apologize. I feel like I'm kind of looking like a bum. I have not shaved or showered yet today, but that will happen. I've got a formal event to go to tonight, so that should be fun. I don't have the best formal attire, so we'll see what the outfit looks like. Regardless, guys, let's get into it. So like I said, $67,930 in the dividend growth portfolio. We will go through the positions. We'll go through, how much income this portfolio generates to me. Guys, over the next 12-month period, the estimated income from the dividend account is $2,681.22. That's going to go ahead and break down to a monthly average of $223.43, guys. And that just takes this, number divided by 12. We will look at month by month, starting with November 2024, actually my smallest quarter out of the 3. I am projected to make $109.05 from dividends in November. In December, I'm projected to make $249.59, creeping up on that 250 for that quarter, which is exciting. And then January will be, I guess, my best quarter, $311.65. We say it in all of these videos, guys. It is important to check on this stuff. I cannot stress enough how important it is to set goals, to set milestones, and make sure, you have kind of your short-term goal in the back of your head. It's going to be much easier mentally to stay committed to this game if you're chasing, your next milestone, okay? Rather than just chasing some big picture goal that seems a little unattainable. We're going to focus more on milestones we can achieve, within the month, within the year, things like that. And then over time, more and more milestones. It's really going to add up, guys. Currently, my next milestone is that monthly average. I want to get to $250. So that would be a total estimated annual income of $3,000. That would break down to the $250 monthly average. That is my short-term goal, guys. As well as it's time for me to get this portfolio to $70,000. That's my next milestone in terms of overall portfolio value. Let's move on. And obviously, once I check off that $70,000, my next milestone is going to have to be the six-figure dividend portfolio. I'm really excited for that to happen. I don't think it's going to happen in 2024, but hopefully within the first quarter, within the first 2 quarters of 2025, we can go ahead and take this account to 6 figures. Again, I will be documenting that journey, and it's going to be special. It's going to be some fun, exciting videos coming up as we reach these milestones together, guys. I love to hear from you in the comments, where you're at, what milestone you're going after, guys. I read all the comments, and I try to reply to, anything I can reply to. Speaking of, I got a comment the other day on one of my first videos, and someone was like, "You have a great smile. Did you have braces?" And I'm like, "Thank you. Yeah, I had braces." I don't know if that was someone kind of trolling me, but I don't know. Maybe someone just thought I had a great smile, guys. I hope you think I have a great smile. Let's stop yapping and get into the video, guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and sort my positions by market value. As you can see, I have 8 positions. 8 of 8 pay dividends. I am solely a dividend growth investor at this point, guys. And coming in at my number 1 position is Realty Income Corporation. That ticker is ticker symbol O. I have 215 shares at a market value of $13,765. And that pays me an estimated income of $679.83. I'm sure you guys are familiar, but Realty Income is a monthly payer. So, I'm not really a snob for this, but it does help kind of smooth out my earnings month to month. It is my only monthly payer. We will look at the chart, guys. My cost basis on Realty Income is $65. Realty Income's currently trading at $64. Okay, so I'm down $1 a share on 215 shares, some change. Takes me to an unrealized loss of $262 on this position. And I am really excited for the following video. We are going to kind of dig into how I could have managed building out this position a little better, and how I could have actually gotten a lower cost basis locked in, more dividend income from this position. I'm not unhappy with it. I definitely am proud of the position I've built in this, but in my opinion, I've had this one on way too long for it to still be like basically break even. So, we'll talk about it. We'll learn from it on the channel. Moving on, guys, my next biggest position. This is one that has worked out pretty well for me on all fronts. Ticker symbol MO, Altria Group, guys. I have 250 shares. It's currently trading at just under $50, and it puts me at a market value on it of $12,465, guys. Let's go ahead and check out, what that pays me annually. It's going to be $1,020. We will look at the chart briefly. Again, if you've been with the channel, you guys know I kind of like to keep these overviews pretty straight and to the point. So my average price on it is $44.56. It is currently trading at almost $50. That puts me at an unrealized profit of $1,315. Again, you guys know I don't typically trim. I don't typically realize my profits because I want to keep the dividends coming in. However, I do think it's very necessary to, track your unrealized profit or loss. Okay, be hard on yourself. Take it as feedback of, okay, how have I done building out this position? Okay, so with Realty Income, we see I'm pretty much break even on it. I could have built this position out better. Versus Altria, I pretty much, I don't want to say perfect, but I pretty much did kind of a flawless job building out this position at opportunistic times, guys. So just make sure, even if you're not trying to trade and realize profits, make sure you are taking lessons and you are learning from, the unrealized gains or losses. Very important. Next up, guys, we got Apple, ticker AAPL. Appropriately, I just said I don't really trim or realize gains that much. The only two in here I've recently realized some gains on are Apple and Microsoft. So Apple, I have 50 shares. It's currently trading at $228 and change, and that puts me at a market value on it of $11,416, and that's estimated to pay me $50 even. We've talked about this. I do think, it's a little weird, I guess, being a dividend investor with this size portfolio, and my third largest position, only pays me $50 in annual income. But we have kind of talked about my long-term bull case on Apple as it's kind of moving, in my opinion, from the growth name that it's been known for. It's kind of shifting into the value world, okay? As there's more innovation, there's more tech companies coming up. I do think Apple at some point will get more aggressive with their dividends and rewarding shareholders in that sense. Nevertheless, guys, I'm a proud shareholder of Apple, and these 50 shares are not likely to go anywhere. Okay, guys, moving on, we have Hershey. That's going to be ticker HSY. I have 51 shares, as you guys know. I've been building this one. I've been building this one very aggressively, and I think I am going to continue to do so. It's trading at $183, just below. Puts me at a market value of $9,327 on it. I have talked about I want to get this to at least 10K, maybe 11, 12. We'll see what I'm comfortable with. That pays me an estimated annual income of $279.48, guys. So we will go to the chart, and I've been preaching. I feel I've kind of been preaching about this one for a little while now. As you can see, I've seen Hershey in this kind of consolidation period, and initially I kind of had a 170 price target for this one for when I wanted to really start building the position. I saw it kind of consolidate in this area I've got shaded, and I have been building it out. We do see Hershey right now at kind of, the lower end of the channel it's been in. Okay? So with that being said, if Hershey does break down this channel, if it breaks down out of this channel, guys, the only thing that's going to happen for me is I'm going to buy more, and I'm going to continue buying aggressively. Okay, I would like to add some shares down here in the low 180s. My cost basis is 187. So anything I can do to lower that cost basis and lock in a better yield, definitely something I'm going to be interested in with Hershey. I think the last video we went ahead and bought, we bought like 7 or 8 shares of Hershey. I think we bought 6 live on the video, and I remember the dividend yield then was 2.94, and I kind of made a comment like, okay, it'd be amazing to lock in over 3 on Hershey. Definitely something I'm going to be looking out for, but regardless, I'm not going to penny pinch over a few hundredths of a percent on dividend yield, because this is a stock I really want to be a part of, and I really want to continue to build my position out in it. So we are going to continue to do that as planned. Like I said, guys, if you're on the channel, you're seeing me document my journey. I don't have some crystal ball. I don't know when Hershey's going to reverse. I don't know if it's going to be in 2024. I don't know if it's going to wait a little bit until 2025. But, in the meantime, I'm going to build out this position as much as my risk tolerance allows me to do so. And I'd say right now it's kind of like my number one focus in the portfolio. So we'll continue to do that. Like I said, Hershey pays me, just under $280. Hopefully we will see that break 350, etc. And then the dividend growth will take it from there, guys. Moving on, Starbucks. Not one I've really been too focused on adding to. I have nibbled at it, but I guess these dip buys ended up being pretty good. I just did a few dip buys in the mid 70s recently. Now it's trading at 96.74. So I guess that was definitely an opportunistic move. But my cost basis on Starbucks is just under $82 a share. It's trading at just under 97. That puts me at an open profit of $1,035. $1,034.85. So again, with Starbucks, I've kind of spoken on this multiple times. I'm very comfortable with where it's at in the portfolio. Okay, with the size of my portfolio, Starbucks represents I guess almost exactly 10% of my holdings, and it's not one I'm really interested in taking much higher than that in the near future. With that being said, I'm still going to continue my due diligence on it. I'm still going to keep it in the portfolio. I'm just not really worried about day to day, when can I get another buying opportunity on it. I'm kind of just letting it stay in the portfolio. That's my mindset with it right now. So with the 70 shares of Starbucks, I am paid $160 in income. Guys, moving on is Pfizer. And, this one's interesting. I'm excited about it. I feel it's been a pretty slow not painful, but kind of a grind of a process to build out this position, guys. I have 225 shares, And for the longest, I was down a good amount on those shares. Currently, I still am down. My average price on it is 33. We have seen it break above that 30 mark recently, and it does show signs right now. Pfizer definitely shows signs right now that it's kind of coming to kind of a rounded bottom and a reversal. I could also see, like, let me draw something here. This is way too crowded. Here's what we're going to do. Take off the trade so we can just kind of focus on the price action. So like I said, I've been tracking Pfizer for a while. I've been building it out, and all through here I started buying under 40, continued buying, waiting on that reversal. You can see this red line is kind of where I initially thought it would start to reverse. Nevertheless, I've continued buying. And what I could potentially see happening, again, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. What I could see happening is kind of a slow, rounded reversal. And then once it breaks the high of this candle right here, we could get kind of a very non-aggressive, like cup and handle breakout type of thing. Not like a flying breakout, I don't think, but I think that's kind of going to be the price level I'm watching when it can break above that 31.50 level, which is the high of this candle. In the meantime, I'll pick up a few more shares, but I'm not gonna stress myself out about it. I'm pretty happy with where this position's at as well. Definitely one I am interested in adding to, though, and that pays me, guys, $378 in annual income. Moving on, we have Microsoft, ticker MSFT, guys. I have 15 shares. It's trading at $422.93. That puts me at a market value of $6,343.88. Estimated annual income, just under 50. Kind of the same story as Apple for me, guys. Last but not least, T. Rowe Price, ticker TROW. I have 13 shares. By far my smallest position right now. It was one I was pretty enthusiastic about building out, and then, I've been building it out in this shaded area. I do see it as undervalued right now, and I do see it as kind of a very opportunistic point for it. However, from my perspective, with my risk tolerance, it's been kind of, I'm just going to speak freely. Because of my background and, different job experiences, it has been a little bit hard for me to get motivated, get excited about building, a position in the financial services industry. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean the enthusiasm hasn't been there for me. And that is, like I said, that's my own personal risk tolerance. Maybe that's my own personal bias. But with something like Hershey, I've been way more excited to, be a shareholder and be a part of a chocolate company than I have been, building out a position in the financial services industry. So, that's kind of a tangent, and I don't know. That's just me speaking freely. I don't know, guys. This is, like I said, it's a documentation of my journey, and I will add to T. Rowe Price. I'm just not in a rush right now. I would like to take it to kind of a small, medium position rather than just kind of the small $1,400 position it's at right now. it's not doing a ton for me. It pays me an estimated annual income of $64.48. We'll stay updated. I'm excited to see, what kind of happens with this, what happens with the Hershey position, how big I continue to nibble on Pfizer. And then I'm also excited to do some more due diligence on Starbucks and kind of, I guess, get a more clear mental picture of where I stand on that one. So guys, that is the November portfolio review. Like I said, this video will be out the 28th. Forward looking into November, should be a great month. I've got my eye, obviously, on that $70,000 goal, guys. I challenge you, set a goal for yourself, whether it's November or whether it's by year end or whether it's by, first quarter 2025 or second quarter 2025, whatever you need, whatever time frame works best for you and works in your situation, guys, get it done. Again, this is Cash Flow Cart, guys. Let's build wealth. Everyone have a great day.